Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another Let's Have Lunch, where today I just want to eat some Taco Bell. Originally, what I had planned was that I was going to have the Baja Blast pie. But sadly, there was no more Baja Blast pie left. So there's no Baja Blast pie for me. Ooh, what's this? Taylor Edwards. Guess where I went to a Comic-Con and I got to take a picture with Gohan. Oh ho ho, sweet. That must be fun. How was it? Was it good? Also, for the record, also hello Taylor Edwards. You're the first one here. I got a Taco Bell. Got myself just, the regular old Lux box. So I could just, you know, enjoy some good old-fashioned Taco Bell. Yo, yo, how's it going? You know who? It's Teddy. What up, Teddy? How you doing? Oh, you know it. I'm just here eating my tacos. Got it from Taco Bell. I got the box. It's a Supreme box, so it comes with one chalupa, one regular boring taco, one burrito, and one little thingy of cinnamon churro twists. Which is not at all like actual churros. But they taste kind of churro-esque. Let's start with the boring taco. Teddy says, nobody knows. Nobody knows what I can pull out of me, out of my nose. Can you pull boogers out of your nose? Because that's the only thing I can imagine that could come out of your nose. Unless, like hair, maybe. If you have like hair in your nose. Like Cranky Doodle Donkey. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's just beautiful. Hello. Hello, Naruko Cosplay 15. Something that you can do with figures with once you get enough. Teddy, what are you talking about? I am so confused. But anyways, guys, interesting set of days. Interesting world that we're living in right now. And these tacos, not interesting at all. Yo, did you get a haircut? Or have I been missing some live streams? No, no. Just yesterday. This was literally a fresh haircut from yesterday. Got a very fresh haircut. So I look very different. Not only that, but if your camera or if your internet's good enough, you could pick up on all of these spots that I have all over my face. That's because of the chickenpox. And this is all the battle marks that it left on me afterwards. Yeah, nah. The chickenpox was not happy, or was not. Chickenpox was not generous with me. Look at all this. About the nose thing, you could pull something that makes figures with it be once you get enough of it. So again, you're talking about the boogers, right? So Okay, cool. Nice. Go ahead. Do what you want with your nose. Uh, I am interested in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Google, Google, calm yourself, okay? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want? Oh, I got a $5 movie ticket to see Now You See Me 2. Or Now You See Me 3, I think. Yeah, 2 or 3. One of the two. Haircut looks nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing in the chat? Has your lives been going pretty well? I hope so. I hope it's going pretty well. I've been doing a lot of gaming. You know, been playing a lot of Peak, been playing a lot of Fortnite. Fortnite's taken over by The Simpsons, so I've been doing a lot of Simpsons work, which, you know, is very fun. So how am I going to eat this taco filling that came out of my taco? Actually. Wow, can you guys hear the rain from outside? It's actually storming right now in LA. Kinda crazy. I'm half thinking about just editing in this stream just because, well, there's nothing to do. I mean, it's Saturday, you know, it's kind of like the day I don't usually stream. But even then, like, you know, nothing's really going on. So, you guys tell me. What should I do? What do you guys want to talk about? Bring up a topic and, you know, ask me anything, you know? There's like this new glitch cart, which looks pretty cool. You know, the glitch shows, Murder Drones, Digital Circus, Gaslight District. All of those are in a go-kart, kind of like Mario Kart sort of game that you can play on glitch.com. Naruko Cosplay says, I'm being lazy today since it's raining here too in Michigan. Oh, wow. Oh, Michigan. That actually reminds me of a video. Let me see if I could find it. Kind of want to show it to you guys. There we go. Also, today's the finale for Big Brother. By the way, Watch Pony, what did you think about the MLP Big Brother? Like Big Brother the show, but with MLP characters. Oh, man. Don't get me started. I would love to see that. So today's the season finale? Huh, I had no idea. Anyways, let me see if I could find it. There it is. Let's see. Huh, it's not finding it. Ah, man, I have to look for it. Alright, let me see. Found the channel. Now let me find the original video. You guys are familiar with the smiling critters, right? Also, there's an upcoming Black Friday. Well, I mean, like, Thanksgiving is coming up. What are you guys thankful for? Chicka 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 choo. Here it is. Found it. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the audio for a second so you guys could hear it. Let me just make sure that my React is ready. Where's the thing? Here we go. Here we go. Alright, ready? Here we go. And by the way, this is purely just because you mentioned Michigan. Like, this is literally the only reason why I bring up this video. But look.
This one's a heart. That's how I feel about you. This one's like Michigan. That's how I feel about you.
What does that mean?
Look. This one's a heart. That's how I feel about you. like Michigan. That's how I feel about you.
What does that mean?
Look.
Alright, enough of that. Otherwise we'll be looping forever. Watch Pony, have you noticed that some fan fictions like My Little Portal feel unfinished? No, I never noticed. Well, then again, I haven't read like the original version of hold on. There we go. My Little Portal. Fanfic. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them. That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I'll accept the cookies. What's this? Luna plays Minecraft. My Little Portal. Friendship is Science. Okay, that one's working. My Little Portal 3. Oh, there's sequels. My Little Portal 2. Interesting. How many? Only 37 likes? This was uploaded 2012. Interesting. Let's, yeah, like, watch. Look at this. No, really, what does that mean? But yeah, look, see, here it is. My Little Portal, Friendship is Science. And, yeah, like, doesn't have too much. So if I go to FimFiction and I type in, Portal, My Little Killing Machine, that's a Portal story. Rainbow Dash plays Portal 2. Portal Princess Practium. My Little GLaDOS, that one I did read. And that one I did like, even though it got canceled. So that one doesn't get a finishing story. My Little Test Protocol, this one looks like a one-shot. And uploaded 2021. Wow, so that's barely 5 years ago. Portals Everywhere. 2015. This story was 10 years ago. And finished 31 chapters. Holy crap. Oh, Derpy buys a portal gun? Huh, I think I read that one. Oh, no, it was a sequel to this one. This one I bought. Derpy accidentally buys a portal gun. That one was pretty funny. Wheatley Meets the Ponies. Incomplete. Published 2023. I'm pretty sure that one's not going to come back. But yeah, there's a lot of Portal stories. And I mean YouTube. Are you talking about the, well, again, there's more than one. My favorite portals is Ponies with Portals. Ponies with Portals. It's by Yudai Kilidai. Here it is. This one here. I'm gonna have to mute it though because I don't want the copyright audio to claim the monetization of my video. But yeah. It's this one is by Yudai Kilidai, and this was uploaded 13 years ago. And this Portal series started out as kind of like, you know, little jokes, nothing too serious about them. But then afterwards, there was like plot. There was going to be story behind it. So what's going on here? What's going on, Fluttershy? Let me speed it up just in case. Just a point, just a touch. Just so, again, so I don't get claimed. I also love that they have the portal, like, diagrams here. Now she wants to teleport next to Flutter, like, next to Applejack, so that way she could have, you know, a friend, which I think is really adorable. And look at that. Oh, no. What's going on? Huh? Wait. Holy crap, how loud is this? Okay. I don't need the audio for that one. This one is just literally just thunder. There's not even voice acting in this one. I mean, the one episode by Christian Sarah. Hey, look at that. There we go. Adorable. All right. And yes, the other one, just like you mentioned, Teddy. Oh, look, see? See? Plot. Story. Twilight was originally going to be like the villain, you know? Like, where was it? It was right around, here. No, sorry, it was not Logic. It was before Logic. It was actually still in the early on channel. It was right here. Yeah, see, there was a trailer and everything. Breaking into Aperture Science, thinking with Portals number 7. See, this was originally going to be the series where Twilight was going to be the villain. It was hacking into Aperture. The other one was, yeah, Christian Serta. I think that was called My Little Portal, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Christian Serta. 57,000 subs. My Little Portal thank you trailer 4 years ago. So yeah, bonus content, My Little Portal 10. Christian Serta's cartoon trailers, Pinky Pool episode 1. But yeah, after the thank you trailer 4 years ago and 3 years ago, that one, like, that kind of became it. After that, it was like nothing else. So yeah, sadly, no, this one also is kind of incomplete. But I think it's because Christian Serta was kind of bit off more than they could chew, I feel. Like, it, don't get me wrong, it was great, like, it was great, like, animation, great production, but the story kept changing because, as you can see here, this was uploaded 10 years ago, and 10 years ago was 2005, which also explains the retro aesthetic, because, you know, the retro aesthetic was really good. This is an episode where the Derpy Corps is talking to Trixie, but they convinced themselves to go to an abandoned part, and then, like, I think it was around here, yeah, boom, suddenly they're in a security office. And as you could see here, it looks very reminiscent to Five Nights at Freddy's. And that was the year Five Nights at Freddy's first came out. So when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out, you know, he jumped on the bandwagon and was also, like, you know, doing the whole thing of, like, looking through security cameras and, you know, there's murderous robots outside. It like, and I know the whole story wasn't only that, you know, because, like, it was really fun and cool when it came out. But that's when I realized that I think the story was going a little too far. Like, it became less like Portals and more like trying to be relevant with a lot of other things, you know? And I guess because of that, the story got wrapped up in so many subplots that it didn't end up, like, it didn't end up finishing, you know? I think in the end, like, they were like, yeah, the project's canceled and such. But overall, it was a really good series, you know? And such a huge, like, jump from, like, you know, the previous animation of, you know, like, you could see how well the animator has become from, like, this early preview stuff, which was, mind you, 13 years ago. And then with, you know, the latest episode of where there was, like, much more, you know, detailed artwork and much more, like, fluid movements and things like that. Much more details, much more, like, shading, richness. It was way more depth, less flat. A lot of things like that. It was really good. And then once again, they made a they once again brought up The Office again. It was funny. Anyways, hello to Dungeon Wolves. Hello there, Dungeon Wolves. My Little Portal way back, some episodes. I think now they're at episode 8 or 9. No, they're at 10, and that's it. That's it. Project's over. And I mean on YouTube, Watch Pony, I mean the ones by Christian Serta talking about MLP throwbacks makes me feel so old. Portal Base from the games and Princess Celestia, Princess Luna, and Discord have been GLaDOS. Also episode 5, Queen Chrysalis took over Canterlot with a little help from King Sombra. Define Nights at Freddy's movie is getting a sequel that is coming out this year. So what topic are we on today? I'm asking you guys. Like, you guys, feel free to bring me whatever topic you want. Do you want my 2 cents on the new Pokemon? I'll give you. You want to give me my 2 cents on the new FNAF trailers that just dropped? You let me know. Today's an Ask Me Anything day, because today there's nothing for lunch. Just, regular old Taco Bell. Like, I was gonna get the Baja Blast pie and then kind of like look at some ridiculous pies, but since I didn't get the Baja Blast pie because they ran out, I ended up just getting regular old Taco Bell. So, yeah, ask me anything. When you got here, Teddy was asking about the My Little Portal series, which I miss because I love Portal, and I really wish that the original animator would continue the series. But honestly, there's a lot of projects that are in the My Little Pony fandom that do end up just canceled. How about that Pokemon battle you promised last week? Yeah, I know. Well, I'll be honest, I haven't played Pokemon in so long because I've been a little busy with work. Financially, I'm not doing too hot, so I've been burning in a lot of hours. Hopefully within the Christmas holiday, I'll be able to get a flow of where I could have a healthy work-life balance and I'll have some free time to actually um play some Pokemon. But considering that the year's almost over and I have to do my Brony 2025 video because Brony 2024 still has not come out yet, it got lost in the snow. Like, I need to figure out a better way to do this, I'm also noticing a lot of things are coming back from the dead too. Like, this seems to be the year of resurrections. Things that we thought were dead are coming back to life. Like, I don't know if any of you keep up with Markiplier, but he recently uploaded a video of Unis Annus, and I still have no idea what it was. Naruko Cosplay says, I had a banana pudding with banana bread in the middle. It was so good. I actually have a banana right now. And I do play a banana. I play Peely in Fortnite, which is always super fun. And there's a special Peely coming out right now because of The Simpsons. You know that science nerd guy? He turns into Peely. He becomes like a Peely, like banana man, just like Peely does, which is also really freaking funny. All right, I'm gonna eat this chalupa. I hope that it does not fall apart, but like, that's a pretty good looking chalupa. Wow. That honestly made me quiet for like 2 whole minutes. How's life right now? Well, I feel like a new man, because for the past few weeks, I've been under a rut. Financially, I was doing horribly. I was sick with chicken pox, and it took over my entire face. Left me scarred. As you could see, there's spots on my face of where the chicken pox hit me. And I cut my hair to get rid of all of that shovel and disheveledness, and yeah, now I feel like a new person in this world, and part of it's familiar, but part of it's like not familiar anymore. I feel like I'm trapped in a new body. Like, what is this power? What is Watch Pony? Who even am I? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Watch Pony, turret error. Can you find that on YouTube? Turret error? No, I don't know what that is, despite me being a fan of Portal. Oh, it's a song. Cool. Hello, WP. Hey, it's Leonardo. Hello there, Leonardo. Greetings, long time no see. Indeed, Just a Weasel. How have you been? Dude, did you hear how bad BO7 is? They took that game off life support. BO7? What's BO7? Bad Black Ops 7? Wait, Black Ops 7? Black Ops 7 is bad? Let me check this Reddit post here. How's Black Ops 7? Anyone played it? Literally the... Oh my gosh. Like, literally, look at this. This was 2 days ago in the COD Warzone subreddit. And literally the first comment is, campaign is ass. Zombies is nice. The AA nerf is very noticeable and significant. Let's see. It's not bad. The aim assist nerf is going to be a massive wake-up call for a lot of people. Definitely felt. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What else? What else? I beat the campaign in 4 hours. I can honestly tell you it's a wet sock. I'm not playing till tomorrow. There's nothing in this game that is pulling me back. Probably gonna hit the refund button and move on with my life. Mouse input is garbage. Aim assist nerf, mostly reverted, still gross. Weapon camos, mostly headshots, no thanks. Maps are meh. Wall jumping pacing is too much nauseating. It's a Black Ops 6 reskin. Not in any way that Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 was. Oh no. So you're saying they already it's so bad it launched yesterday and the campaign should have just been cut. So are you saying that the game is no longer supported by Activision anymore? Like, how did that happen? Like, I know there was like one other game that like was alive for like a week and then they cut their service, but does that mean you can't play Black Ops 7? I'm glad I hopped onto the Battlefield 6 train. I placed the best bet. Interesting. Let's see. Black Ops 7 versus Battlefield 6. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yep, here we go on Steam. Whoa, okay. Look at this. Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders are doing much better than the latest Black Ops 7 despite the game just launching. Call of Duty has 50,000 compared to the 600,000 from Battlefield and the 260 from Arc Raiders. Oh my gosh. That is so bad. In 24-hour peak, the peak amount of players was 60,000. Dude, 700,000? Oh my god, for 20,000. Funny number. But still, holy crap, that is so much different. Like, that is such a huge difference. That's so little. I mean, don't get me wrong, 50,000 is a big number. If I got 50,000 $1 bills, that's a lot of money. But compared to 694, compared to nearly 700,000, if I had $700,000, I could buy a house. Whereas with Call of Duty's 50,000, I could only buy like a car. Like, that is crazy. That is insane. Oh my gosh, I had no idea Black Ops was doing so bad. Everybody called it, this is Battlefield's year. I'm into Marvel Rivals right now, and they put my husband not really in. Who's your husband? Who's new in Marvel Rivals? Marvel Rivals, new characters. Yeah, who do we got? Who are the new characters? All upcoming rivals, leaks and stuff. Wait, there's leaks too? Whoa, oh, wait a minute. Are they finally bringing Deadpool? Look! Elsa Bloodstone, Rogue, Professor X, Deadpool, White Fox, Captain Marvel, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, hell yeah, Jubilee, hell yeah, Armor, Hive, Forge, Howard the Duck, and there's a Chick-fil-A ad at the bottom. Oh, Gambit. Oh, Gambit. Oh, Gambit's in the game? Oh, hell yeah. You know, I would play for Gambit, like, because I'm a card shark myself. You know, I play with some cards every now and then. I'm really good at card throwing too, because, you know, I'm a magician. I do magic. That's what I do when I don't make YouTube videos. I'd be excited for Deadpool too. Ooh, Cody's playing Mortal Kombat 11. Boxing lessons will help me lose weight quickly. Oh, nice. I went to a combat center yesterday, did boxing lessons, and it felt good. Dude, yeah, dude, boxing is such a good sport for like exercise because like it works out your arms, but it also works out your core a lot. And when you're doing all the movements there and your quick reaction, such a good workout. Really nice. MLP Eden Ring, have you watched the video Modifile? Modpie, it's a video, a thumbnail that's Pinkie Pie and Dragon Aries from Dragon Souls? What the heck? Modifile? Is that? Modifile, Rock Paradise. Well, I see a whole channel called Modifile. Is Wolverine in it too? Last I checked, yes, I think Wolverine is in Marvel Rivals. Let's see, is there guides, free skins, collectibles, currency, tier list? Heroes, here we go. Hero hot list. Let's see. Rocket, Magic. Wow, people really love Rocket. And to be fair, Rocket is also my go-to character as well. Actually, let me scoot that a little here. Nice. There we go. But yeah, Rocket is definitely my favorite. Penny Parker as well. Ultron, Loki, Doctor Strange, Bruce, Star-Lord, Invisible Woman, Jeff the Land Shark. I also love playing with Jeff as well. Black Panther, Hela, Spider-Man, Venom. Spider-Man's more popular than Venom? Oh, well, I guess he has a better win rate. Squirrel Girl, yeah. Punisher, Black Widow. Black Widow's at the bottom. Well, I don't know. These are like for the top tier ones. Like if I go to Heroes, let's go to Vanguard. What's that? Oh, the Vanguard Heroes. Yeah, I don't see Wolverine. Duelists? Oh, no, there he is. Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine's in the game. What category is he again? Is he a melee hero? He's a melee hero, rank 38, difficulty 3 stars, health 350. Wow, this website has so much useful information. I wish I knew about this website before I played Marvel Rivals. Let's see. Dungeon Wolves says, I mean to... Oh, wait, I forgot the stream avatars. I gotta get you guys your Pokemon. What am I doing? Shh. Do I even know how to stream anymore? I'm pathetic. I don't know how to stream. Oh. All I know is how to... Oh, guys. Another thing. Like, what the hell is this? Let's see. How do I Yes, look. This new Steam GameCube. What are your thoughts on that? The new Steam GameCube. Click for details. How much is it? How much is this GameCube? Coming 2026, the new Steam GameCube. Steam hardware family, Steam Deck, Steam controller, Steam machine, Steam frame. So it's a VR headset, a new controller, the Steam machine, which is, you know, the GameCube, and a Steam Deck. All compatible. All built for Steam, all compatible with Steam. No price listed! So we'll check that out later. But anyways, there we go. Let me just quickly give you your Pokemon. Here we go. Close that. And continue with the comments. I've been playing Assassin's Creed 2, says Slayron Hunter. Hello there, Slayron Hunter. Man, I miss doing boxing workouts. The problem is money. Dude, if I had money, I would, and maybe a garage. I'd actually, if I had a garage instead of money, if I had a garage, I would buy myself my own punching bag so I could just do my own, like, you know, boxing gym at home. Like, that would be so much better than paying for like a regular gym with like treadmills and stuff. Because you get such a more workout, you know, punching, you know, like punching bags and doing boxing exercises than you ever do, you know, lifting weights or anything like that. And Blade was my first Marvel love, mostly because I met him as a small child. My uncle is a journalist, and I sometimes got to meet people. Ooh, that's cool. Watch Pony, Twilight in Raya Lucaria Academy, studying magic, mostly glintstone and movie magic. Ooh. I hope for Punisher to be in Death Battle. I got the idea of boxing because of the movies Rocky, Creed, and Never Back Down. Which, by the way, those are great movies, by the way. So, good job on that part. Dungeon Wolf says, gotta admit, I'm not a fan of the Steam controller. I would not enjoy running games on that. Not to mention it's running on older hardware compared to the Xbox and PlayStation. What? Wait, the controller or the GameCube? The console. I should stop calling it GameCube because there's a real GameCube out there. And in all honesty, I love that GameCube. The Nintendo GameCube was like my first like modern console as a kid growing up, and it's probably what got me into gaming. In all honesty, it was really nice. Moon magic, not movie magic. Oh, movie magic. Yes, yes, yes. It said moon magic in your comment though. The GameCube. Yeah. Okay, so the GameCube has older hardware compared to the Xbox and the PlayStation? Well, actually, you know what? It makes sense because Steam isn't really even calling it a console. They're more like just calling it a dedicated computer that's dedicated for running Steam, you know? It's essentially just a tiny computer, in all honesty. It's not really, it doesn't really have specs of an actual console, you know? So I guess maybe that's why the technology is so outdated. But that's also why Steam consoles never took off in the first place. I remember when Google tried to release their own gaming console, but it never took off because, yeah, hardware-wise, it was nothing really impressive. And that's because, yeah, once again, it's because, whoa, what the heck? Oh, right, my display. And yeah, it's because, you know, it was more of just a computer. It's just a very base level computer instead of having it actually have console specs, instead of getting a dedicated RAM and dedicated, you know, graphics and stuff like that. Watch Pony, what do you think about people calling everything the PlayStation? Like that, like back then, calling it the Nintendo. Well, I mean, we're kind of getting at that point now, and I blame Xbox for this, okay? Xbox, when they first came out, was pretty good. There was the Xbox, you know? First ever console, fun console, introduced the whole world to Halo. Second console that came out, the Xbox 360. Really cool, really innovative. And then their names didn't make sense anymore. Then came the Xbox 360 second generation. Then after that came the Xbox One, but they called it like the One, and it was like a big rectangular VCR player. Then came the Xbox like Series S, then the Xbox Series X, which is like the fridge one, and then Xbox One again somehow. And yeah, then everybody just started calling it the Xbox because they can't handle these stupid names. Whereas PlayStation, they came out with PlayStation 1, then PlayStation 2, then PlayStation 3, and you know, every now and then there's a PlayStation 3 Slim, and they just call it the Slim. Then PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Slim. Then PlayStation 5 and of course the PlayStation 5 Slim. It's simple. It's so simple and easy, you know? Like, why couldn't Xbox just do that? It's literally after the 360, they were like, yeah, no, we're not going to call it something else. What are they going to do? Call it the Xbox 360 2? or the Xbox 720. That's what everybody thought the next one was going to be called. But Nintendo, they don't follow numbers at all, you know. They come up with, you know, the NES, then the Super Nintendo, then the Nintendo 64, then the GameCube, then the Wii, then the Wii U, then the Switch. And you know what? This is the first time they ever used the number 2. Switch 2. This is the first time they actually did that. Hell, not even their Game Boys had that. Game Boy came out as Game Boy 1, then Game Boy Color, then Game Boy Advance, then Game Boy Advance SP, then Game Boy, no, not even Game Boy, Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 2DS, and I think they kind of stopped making Nintendo DSs after that. But yeah, like, this is the first time Nintendo ever used the number 2 in their console name, and that's for the Switch 2. You know? Every time Nintendo released a new console, it always had to have its own unique new name. This is the first time we ever had a 2 in Nintendo's lineup of consoles. Either way, yeah. It's already differentiated enough to where people can already call the Switch the Nintendo, you know? Like, yeah, sure, I could play Mario, but I don't have the Nintendo, you know? I only play on Xbox, you know? Or yeah, I could play Destiny because, you know, I have the PlayStation. You know, people are already calling it the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Nintendo. But people don't really say Nintendo. People say Switch because Switch is just easier, you know? Same thing with Xbox or same thing with PlayStation. Or people usually say PS5 because that's also easier. You know, people want to say the easier thing to say. Let me catch up on the comics or comments. Oh, I missed one. Dungeon Wolf says Digimon's latest story game did a pretty good job in standing on the stage alongside with Pokemon this year. Can admit the story in Digimon drew me in a lot more than Pokemon at Legends ZA. That's a good one too, actually. I've heard that people really like this new Digimon game, which is good because Digimon, you know, they need some more successes in their gaming market. Digimon, what's it called? Frontier? That's the one, right? Digimon Frontier? Yeah, what's it called? Yeah. Digimon Frontier. Okay, Digimon Frontier versus Pokemon with the Legends ZA. All right, Digimon Frontier versus Pokemon ZA. Here we go. This one was uploaded on Facebook. Let's see what this one says. I just wanted to share this. I've been playing in the Digimon story Time Stranger, and honestly, it feels so much more polished and fun than Pokemon Legends ZA. Even though Pokemon is a huge franchise and the graphics in ZA look pretty rough compared to Digimon's newer style, you can really tell how much effort Bandai put into this game to make it feel next gen. What do you all think? Has anyone noticed this difference? And keep in mind, this is from the Digimon fan club on Fortnite on Facebook, so I don't know how accurate this must have been, or however if this is biased in any way. Oh my gosh, Pokemon had a $13 million budget, and the budget for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was over $100 million. Holy crap, dude, that's insane. And people do complain, yeah, honestly, a lot about the how ugly the new Pokemon games look. I mean, hell, I when I played Scarlet Violet, I noticed that, yeah, the game does look really ugly. It feels more like it's just a just kind of like a VR game, you know, when you're, because, you know, in a lot of VR games like VR chat, the worlds are so empty except for like the necessary buildings. That's kind of how it feels like sometimes. Oh my gosh. Man, the thing about the chalupa is that you need to drink something with it because the bread or like the gordita tortilla of this thing is so thick that it just soaks up all of the moisture in your mouth. Uh-oh. I still have not given you your Pokemon. What am I doing? Connect. Here we go. Come on, stream avatars. Work already. Hurry up. There we go. Here we go. Let's see. My first Marvel fave was Spider-Man. And Human Torch was in my cousin's friend group as the Fantastic Four. My first console was the PlayStation 1 and the Nintendo 64. Nice. Dungeon Wolf says my first console was the Game Boy Advance, and oh my gosh, where'd it go? It moved by itself. There it is, the Game Boy Advance. Before that, I played on the Nintendo 64 on my computer. Naruko says, just making a Steam gaming laptop or PC. Stop trying to make it fancy. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X. I hope to get an Xbox Series X for Xmas. PlayStation keeps it simple. I appreciate that from them. Watch Pony, what do you think about the PlayStation 3 making 3D into, well, 3D? Oh, yeah, that's right. When PlayStation 3 first came out... Oh, nice. Yeah, when PlayStation 3 first came out, 3D TVs were also coming out, so they had like special 3D games that they could do too. I nicknamed my PlayStation 5 Mitsuru. Oh, cool. Have you heard about a console called the Terminator 2 Console 500? No, I have not. What is that? Sir, they have the 2DS, 3DS, still counts in my mind. I also plan on buying a new PlayStation 3 console that doesn't turn off by itself and works right. Oh no. Watch Pony. I watched Digimon on RTL2 in German from Digimon to Digimon Frontier, Digimon Storytime Stranger. I'm a Pokemon fan, I'll stick to that. Digimon, Digimon 2, Digimon Tamers, Digimon Frontier. No, the last Digimon game was Storytime Stranger. Oh, Storytime Stranger. Okay. I'll have to look that one up. Let's see, where is it? Let's see, here we go. Digimon Storytime Stranger. Here, yes, now that's familiar. That I recognize. I recognize this. Okay, so this one, Storytime Stranger versus, hey, look at that, Pokemon Legends. Let's see. Now this was from the Pokemon subreddit. Let's see what the first comment says. I really been enjoying my time with Digimon so far. Fair warning, it's a slow burn, so I'm gonna take it before it hooks off. I understand it's annoying when people say it's all good after a certain amount of hours, so I'm not going to do that. Just letting you know, it's a bit of a commitment. That said, I've been cautiously optimistic about how ZA's been looking. Think there's a chance it could be really good if there's enough meat on the bones. Of course, it's Game Freak, so who knows. That was 1 month ago, so I think this was before the game came out. Either way, we'll take a look at that later. Watch Pony, what do you think? Oh, wait, I already answered that one. I dislike Digimon because of beating Pokemon in Death Battle. I'm looking forward to Pokemon Gen 10 games to hopefully look better than Lumino City, though. Less glitches than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, that too, the glitches. 1, 2, 3 falls in the person in the blank. Dude, Digimon have warheads and machine guns for attacks that wipe the floor off of our lovable Pokemon. Aha, I knew my character was a Riolu. Yes, it was. Yeah, there we go. I just met the English voice and the big bad of the new Digimon game, and he is so nice. Oh, wow, that is cool. Dungeon Wolf's also asking, seriously, that's so cool. What's he like? Yeah, meeting VAs is also super fun. And another reason why people love going to like conventions so much, like conventions are always so fun because of that, aspect, because you get to meet people that seen from video games, from movies, from projects, directors. You get to ask direct. You get to ask directors. You get to ask directors about questions that nobody's ever asked before, or even just like personal questions about their lives and stuff like that. It's really cool. I really do like that. Well, all that's left is this burrito now. He was so sweet. Okay. So Teddy wants me to read this carefully. 1, 2, 3 falls. Kick the person in the. Read carefully. It has a rhyme. 1, 2, 3 falls. Kick the person in the nuts. Okay, I get it. Is that from something? Like, or did you just want to give me a funny little rhyme? Because that reminds me of that one scene from Roger Rabbit where like Teddy Valiant is like doing a bunch of singing and dancing to make the weasels sing. And then he's like, I'm going all crazy. I'm bouncing on the walls. Be careful or I might hit you in the... And then Roger comes in and says, nose. And then they're like, nose, that doesn't rhyme with walls. And then he's like, no, but this does. And he kicks him right in the nuts. And then he's like, youch. Come out of nowhere. Cody Punisher says, I wish to meet Tara Strong and Kathy Westluck about Spike and all. Nice. I need to get him some more fans, says Naruko. TV shows. I really got to check out more conventions with voice actors attending. Indeed. People I would love to meet. I would love to meet Gooseworks. I've been really into the Amazing Digital Circus, and I would love to meet Gooseworks. Like, that would be a fun person to visit. If it counts, I'm meeting my favorite book author tomorrow, Tui T. Sutherland, whom writes the Wings of Fire series. So excited to get my book signed and to meet her. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Nice. Let's see. Are there any authors I would like to meet? The only author I would want to meet is Miguel. I forgot his last name because he's dead. So it's kind of impossible for me to meet my favorite author. But I still think that would have been cool. Watch Bunny, have you seen my message from 2013 till 2020? No, I think I missed that one. Have you noticed this? From 2013 till 2020, games have been pretty competitive in tournaments like Counter-Strike and fighting games. Actually, Teddy, I think video games have been competitive since the very beginning. I mean, think about it. Like, from the very beginning, like in the early days of like Tetris, there's always been competitions for who is the best Tetris player. And that's been going on before online sharing, before consoles, before even gaming had internet. Like, people would show up in person to play Tetris side by side with each other, and they would be like, on your marks, get set, go! And then, they do it, It's crazy. Actually, WP, I helped you buy book 1 of 2 of Wings of Fire a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah, that's right! Oh my gosh, that's totally right. Oh, man. I need to finish those books. I like right now, I'm actually reading a lot of other books right now. Like, I got these three right here right now. One of these I'm renting from like the library. This one's Marcy's Journal. This was a gift from my friend. That one I actually already read, which was really nice because I love Amphibia. This one's The Psychology of Secrets. My Adventures with Murderers, Cults, and Influencers by Andrew Gold. And then this one was given to me from one of the, like, I think from a convention, from like the gaming fest. Once Upon a Tomorrow, Harnessing the New Opportunities That the Metaverse Creates. Which honestly kind of feels like it's just an ad for the metaverse, but it's a full-blown book, so, And I do like in the back that says, as you read this journey, I hope that you believe anything is possible because anything is. Yeah. My first two books were good reads, though book 9 was my favorite. From 2013 to 2020. Yeah, but I don't think it's from 2013. I think it was from way back in 1992. Like way back in the 90s, people have been competitive with video games. So and the competition has just been getting better. You know, there's so much like Dota tournaments and Fortnite tournaments and all sorts of tournaments. Like gaming has always been competitive, and I love it because of that. Because in a way, it's kind of like, in my opinion, games are a sport. And if we could have darts and pool, like, you know, billiards, as a professional sport, then there is no reason video games can't be sports either. Like it's a test of skill. Connected to messages. Okay. Okay. If it counts, I'm reading my favorite book out there. Have you seen my message? I have to buy a book of two. Competitive Pokemon, competitive arcade games, whatnot. Watch Bunny. I stopped school with 12 class, and from 2013, I kind of properly learned a little bit more about internet, more stuff I didn't need to know about, for which I shared that comment. Okay. Come out of nowhere. Have you seen, okay, what is it? Have you noticed this? From 2013 till 2020, games have been pretty competitive in tournaments like Counter-Strike and fighting games. Yes, I did notice that. Watch Pony. Games are sport. Tell that to someone who is no sport. Connect the two messages. Outside of his role in Digimon, did he have any other recognizable parts in any other games or shows? His name is Bill Butts, and he was live streaming yesterday. The man likes to share his workouts. Oh, interesting. Ah, man. I wonder if I should share my workouts. There was that one time I played on Just Dance for my Let's Have Lunch. Like, that was pretty fun. Oh, and that one time where I was playing Cuphead, and every time I died, I would have to do a push-up or do 20 push-ups, and I ended up doing like 80 push-ups that day. Like, that was pretty fun. Let me just quickly message my boss, because I think I may have to end the stream pretty soon. Let me see here. There we go. Watch Pony. Boomer that chop wood, fix car stuff, has outside sport mostly, sometimes chess or cards, but doesn't believe that games are sports. Have you encountered that sort of thinking? No, because, again, every person I've met agrees with me. So, and I love that. I love that. I love that they respect that. Because, yeah, that's true. That's another thing. Freaking poker. Like, literally holding cards and making bets with poker chips. That's apparently also considered a professional sport. I mean, it's not like 5 or 4:30 to be already there. Got it. Okay, so we're good. We're good to continue, shall we? He was in Date Everything, JJK, Albert in Honkai Star Rail, Obama and Baki, which made me laugh. Oh wow, interesting. I haven't played that game, Date Everything. I played Monster Prom. That was cool. He was in Baki. That's hilarious. He was also in Choco. Or Belot. What's belote? That one I have no idea. What the hell is belote? A French card game. A surname or a character. 32 card game with a special deck. Interesting. Okay, so it is a card game. Belote card game. Play it, please. Play what? You want me to play Honkai Star Rail? You want me to play Date Everything? Which one? You can't just say play it, please, and not tell me what it is. Oh, the confusion, the suspense. Oh. Belote is a card game. Okay, so it is the card game. Okay. Because when I typed it in Google, there was a lot of things. So apparently Belote is also a sport. Ha, that's crazy. So yeah, no, in my mind, in my head, video games are totally sports, which means video games are healthily competitive. I think I've heard of that card game. How does it go? Date everything. Play it. Will play it with you. Actually, let me look it up on Steam. How much is it? Because I don't have any money right now. So if anything, I'll probably buy it like if it goes on sale for Christmas. I've seen my friend Shoka play it. Oh, it is on sale. What the hell? On sale, it's still 20 bucks? This game is $30? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Oh, cancel. There we go. Look at that. It's the fan. It's the hairdryer. The toilet? Who's this? The dust bunny. The curtains. The oh man, I'm trying to pause. I'm trying to guess everything. The mouse trap. Okay. Von trap. Let me see if I could guess who everything is. All right. Fantina. Yes, the oscillating fan. Wallace. Oh, it's the wall. Luke. That's the microwave. Luke microwave. Why Luke? Jean-Lou. Yep, the Lou. I knew it. The toilet. That's the toilet right there. All right, let's see. The toilet, the dust bunny. That's the curtains. Who is this? More curtains or the bed? Oh, no, that's definitely the bed. Betty. Betty the bed. Oh, actually, wait, never mind. Their icon is right there. That's a treadmill. That's the mousetrap. What the hell? Who the hell is that? Oh my gosh, I'm perfection in appliance. Jeez, you're terrifying. Oh my gosh. Can we play Smash or Pass right now? Pass. 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 Oof. Pass. Pass. Pass and pass. Whoa. Okay, Smash. What? He looks like me. He's a magician. He's an iron? He's an iron. What the hell? Oh, trash. Pass. 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 Who the hell is that? Pass. Uh-oh. I broke the video. I broke the video, guys. No. Oh, man. All right. Screw the video. Where was it? I think I've heard of that card game. Video games have esports, man. Got a whole guidebook on the world of esports. I missed the uploads. I missed the fandom, really. Hello there, Alex. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should be editing instead of streaming right now, honestly. But that's why I've been streaming more, I guess, because it's hard to video edit, in all honesty. Sorry. Watch Pony. Some Bulgarians play Belote with beer and sunflower seeds, and their wives yell at them for being lazy and doing nothing all day. Hey, that's what we do with video games too. You know, we grab some drinks, play with the guys, and then the wives yell like, "You haven't been doing anything all day." What? Stop passing everyone, dang it. I don't these aren't my type. Well, one, I'm not into guys, so that's going to be a problem for every inanimate object that's, going to have a guy-esque looking thing. So like if I was bi, maybe I would love this game. Like this game is definitely built more for the bi people, but nah, I'm just plain old straight. Like I'm only gonna smash the girls, and even then, like I still passed on a lot of the girls too. So like that's the only downside to this game. And I don't beer but soda. Yes. Soda's good. Pass. Pass on you, Wolverine. Pass. Yeah, pass. The back of the door. uh Pass. That's literally the text box. Pass. That's just the gust of air. Pass. Who the hell is that guy? The sink? Oh god, pass. Oh my gosh. Who the hell is that circle guy? Wait, is that Merryweather? What the hell is Merryweather doing in this game? And who is she? That one I'd smash. But oh my gosh, yeah, like on a lot of these, it's a big old pass. Like, why would I smash water? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm down to play a good dating game just because, they're fun and they're fantasy-esque. But, like, in terms of my actual tastes, I'm, like, none of these are floating my boat. In terms of, like, real life, in terms of real life, people, I don't know if I would go for any of these. But then again, I heard that I'm a sort of sexuality. I'm like, what's it called? A bubidabectual, which means that I don't love people until I actually get to know them, you know? So I can't look at a person and be like, smash. I have to know the person. That's why for like My Little Pony, like Smash or Pass, I could probably have a better chance because I know those characters. But I don't know who Betty is. So because of that, yeah, of course it's a pass. I don't know who Betty is. Who is that person? You know? Anyways, since it technically is a pony channel, and we're talking about cards, has anyone got into the MLP card game years ago? I got a Princess Luna card. I never got into well, I never collected them, but I knew very well about the MLP card game. It was really good. Um, the fandom still exists with us, and we're keeping the flames alive. Cody says, I hope to have an Xbox Series X console for Christmas to replace the Xbox Series 1 because it's been somewhat difficult to still play Xbox One and other Xbox classic games in the Series X. Watch Bunny, there's still people on the watch on games only on the negative side. What do you think about that? People that watch on games only on negative sides? Well, then those people are living miserable lives and they're choosing to be that way. Like, that's the thing about being negative, you know? Being negative is still kind of a choice, you know? Like, that's the crazy thing that people need to understand, you know? Like, obviously, not everything's going to make you happy. You can't be a happy person 24/7 because you would have to be delusional. Sometimes life does become difficult and you have to accept the fact that, things are bad, If you're happy and your house is burning down, that's not healthy. That's kind of like a little mix of denial, a little mix of like delusion, and a little mix of just emotional turmoil because we're emotional people. We're emotional for a reason. Our emotions guide us through difficult times. And if you're happy all the time, that's not healthy, But likewise, the other way around, if you're negative all the time, that's also not healthy. If you're negative all the time, you're going to have a horrible view of the world around you. You're going to have less motivation in the start of your day, and you're not going to be able to do anything like with your life. You're going to be forced to just dread every day. Every game you're going to play is going to feel worse. All the food that you eat is going to taste worse. Like, you need to understand that the placebo effect in your brain is still very strong. You could eat the same food, and if you're in a bad day, that food will taste different in your brain and will actually taste worse. Whereas if you're in a happy mood and you eat that food will actually taste better. Food tastes better when you're in a better mood. Like that's scientifically a thing. And I'm pretty damn sure that could apply to video games, you know? So that's why you really got to like, you know, focus on the good things. Like that is an actual serious piece of advice that is a good piece of advice to follow, you know? If you focus only on the bad things, then you're going to end up with a worse experience overall. So yeah, the people who look on the negatives in video games, yeah, they're living miserable lives and I really hope they break that pattern. Or either that or they're just doing it for online purposes because, you know, online people could also act different, so maybe they're not actually that miserable in real life. Who knows? But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Um, Cody says, I want to be happy when I finally have a girlfriend. I also want to be happy with retro ways of things coming back, like the 80s or the 90s. Interesting. I would also love a girlfriend, but I'm not going to set my happiness on it. I want to be happy before and after and during, the whole girlfriend thing. Because why would I choose to not be happy before I get the girlfriend? Like, I just want to be happy in general, you know? Like, that's kind of like where my mind goes. Also, things like the 80s and the 90s. Um, I feel like that is also coming back too, because right now we're living in a world of where everything is becoming so similar and uniformed that people are already trying to do things retro and it's starting to become like the new thing, you know? Like people are starting to go online and rage about how much they love playing their old 3DS, like the original 3DS with no internet, just pop in a game cartridge, play a game, and just play it like you did way back in like 2007, you know, or people would be playing Game Boys, or or people would be buying like purposely dumb smartphones that don't have access to internet or apps, like literally just phone calls, because people want a break from technology. Hell, like honestly, I feel like I have the strong urge to like go out with my friends and play mini golf. Like zero games, zero online gaming, zero screens, just like physical fun things to do, you know. Hey, let's call up my friends, let's go to Dave and Buster's and play pool, you know, or hey, let's go for a walk in the park. Hey, let's go out, grab a sandwich and just chill at a park bench. Like people are starting to already crave the retro experience because we're so used to a world where everything is based off of screens, apps, subscriptions, and all sorts of BS nonsense that we're honestly all getting tired of. Netflix used to be a novelty, now it's the norm, and now it's just plain annoying. We're annoyed that Netflix is more expensive, that we can't share passwords, that there's commercials in it now. Like, we're annoyed by all this stuff, and now we're purposely searching for DVDs to buy or Blu rays to buy to copy and collect and save in our collections. Same thing with vinyl records. Vinyl records are making a comeback. Frickin' analog is making a comeback. Blu-rays are making a comeback. Like, people want the retro stuff. And I feel like in the next 5 years, there's going to be a next explosion of where people are going to, do a digital detox, but like hardcore and be like, yeah, I'm going to live, for like a month. And all I'm going to have to read is books, record players, and like my iPod Nano from like, 2003 that has only 200 songs and you just plug in your headphones, like that kind of stuff. Like, and because yeah, in the 80s, 90s, that was the cool thing to do. Go to the mall, walk around with your friends, ride your bike, go bowling. Like that's fun stuff. And you could still do it now. It's just for the past 10 years, we've all been so hyper focused on Everything being based off a screen. Everything has to be done through the computer. You want to meet up with your friends and play Halo? You got to do it online. Now we're playing online games all the time. All the time we're playing, watching people play games, streaming, watching YouTube videos, watching series and Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and all this, just watching nothing but like 50% of our activity is all just playing games, talking with people online, using social media, and people are getting tired. I'm noticing that people are starting to get bored of all of that junk, and they're excited of novelty things like freaking iPods that don't require internet. Like, people are starting, like, things that have been retro are so old now that they're becoming new again. Like, people are looking at CD players being like, oh, this doesn't need internet and I could play my favorite songs. Oh, amazing. But yeah, it's really interesting. Anyways, where was it? Watch Pony. Some doctors talk with boomers and Gen X's on the TV, telling how bad games are for kids. Then parents believe everything, try to keep you away from computer and video games. Yeah, but that's just parents being, trying to be responsible. Like, they don't know how video games are, so they kind of don't really know what to do. Dungeon Wolf says, I want a break from technology. Been leaning towards books and outdoor fun so much more lately. Yes, absolutely. And me too, honestly. Cody says, I like bowling too. Yeah, bowling's fun. Watch Pony, and your parents keep you away from electronics, but you play games that are not comps or video games? No, my parents have always let me kind of like do my own thing, but that's because by the time video games and computers came out, I was already kind of old enough to, do my thing. Dungeon Wolf says, been getting really into airport guns too, so fun. Oh, wow. I don't know what those... Oh, airsoft guns. Okay. I was like, what the hell are airport guns? Naruko Cosplay says, I started taking my friends out on dates. Hey, nice. Like, friend dates, those are fun. Like, when you're just hanging out with friends, back then, that used to be called just hanging out. It's so funny that because, again, because of modernism, now we call them friend dates. When back in my day, we just called that hanging out. Watch Bunny, have you noticed that Gen Alpha consuming trash stuff these years? Dude, how can you not notice? It is everywhere. And the worst part is that right now, there's more of it than ever. Right now, because of AI, we have so much more brain rot on the internet now, and it's just horrible. It's impossible to avoid now. Like, my YouTube recommendations, every now and then will show me more and more AI-generated slop. And the worst part is that it's because it's not just images, it's videos now. People are AI generating videos of like fake Pixar movies, and it's just flooding my YouTube recommendations. And I'm like, no, I don't want this. It's really bad. So yeah, brain rot's very bad right now. Dude, I need a VCR. So many old VCR movies. Yes. Not to mention going bowling, doing anything fun these days costs an arm and a leg. Yeah, that is true. Depending on where you live, you really got to be careful with where you bowl or where you play pool or things like that. Watch Bunny, this thing, working all day and have no time for your friends, and all your free time you've just been on the computer. Yeah, and I'm not going to shame people who do that too, because some people do genuinely feel relaxed when they're in front of the computer playing, online games with their friends. Like, that's cool too. I'm not going to shame for that. But like, people are very much getting tired of that sensation too, Which is small time? What's small time? Amazon. Maybe that's what got to me. Things have gotten too modern. Yes, things have gotten too modern. For not just you, for everybody. Because I feel it too. And I was born on the internet. I was a YouTuber for so long. And even I'm tired of technology. Modernism. I refer to Craigslist deals better than Amazon. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's true. Craigslist is also a really good place. I also want to wear clothes from the 80s. Well, hey, no one's stopping you, Cody. Sir, go to a thrift shop. Look up like online for styles of clothes and see if you could find something. Hell, go to Target. Like, a lot of their clothes are becoming retro. I notice. Watch Pony. What do you think about Ponyville feeling like a good spot for breaking from technology? Oh, that's another reason why G4 is so good because they're living in a world where there's no cell phones, no TVs, no movies. Well, technically there is a movie theater because like the Kingdom Crusaders were in a movie theater once, but like they don't use a lot of technology. They don't use cars. They use vehicles like blimps and hot air balloons, but that's really it. Their technology is very primitive, you know? They don't have TVs or iPads or smartphones. So it's a really good break from technology. And we could also learn a lot from there. What do our favorite characters do when they're bored? Pinkie Pie bakes a cake, you know, is baking in the kitchen. Rainbow Dash is flying around the sky. And obviously we can't fly, but you know, you could run some treks around the field. You could ride your bike across, you know, the mountains. Like that's the human version of flying, you know. Have you ever tried Ponytown? Yes, and I don't really play it too much. In Canada, bowling for an hour cost $130. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Dungeon Wolves. The world is just feeling so exhausted in general these days. Things need to change so badly, this system is severely broken. Oh, I agree. Like, I believe we're at the cusp of full blown revolutions. Like, right now, the most powerful companies in the world, you know, the Google, the Facebook, and the Amazon, or rather, it's more like Google, um, like Amazon, and freaking like Facebook. Uh, that's what I said. Anyways, those like three companies have so much information on us. They're data mining, they're in charge of all of the advertisements. Like they buy all of the things that we use. You know, freaking, you know, Google bots YouTube and bought, you know, the freaking Amazon bought Twitch, and all of our media revolves around them. And you know, all of everything that we do just fattens up their pockets. And you know, they're famously known for not paying their employees enough. They're famously known for ruining the environment, creating a lot of trash. They're like famously known for just screwing over so many people over. Like we're at the cusp of where you know people are going to just riot. This isn't a call to violence, by the way, but like I definitely feel like people are going to just say like no. There's going to be a point of where companies are going to fail. Like big companies like McDonald's, for example, they are going to fail if they keep raising their prices because people are just not going to go there anymore. And it's going to be crazy because people have always, throughout all of history, has always been to McDonald's. But like, you know, if they think that they can get away with having, you know, like absurd prices with terrible service, like that's not going to fly. Eventually, the power will go back to the people, and the rich will soon realize that they don't rule the world. It's the masses. The masses control. It's like that scene from Bug's Life. You know, these people, the grasshoppers, think that they're at the top, when in reality, they are outnumbered 100 to 1 by all of the people who have to deal with their crap. And eventually, they are going to uprise and they're going to take them down and then construct a new system. Who knows if it's going to be through a war or if it's going to be through the guillotine. But just like the French Revolution, where they thought that the royals could boss the normal people around, they're going to get it up their butts one day. And, you know, like, I don't know when that's going to happen, but eventually, if you do push people too far, things are going to happen. I mean, hell, so many people hate Adobe because you know they're charging monthly, they have terrible service, and it takes them a nightmare to cancel, and you know whatever. And what happens? People are jumping to DaVinci Resolve, or people created DaVinci Resolve. So now we have options, and now like they're losing customers, and now they're gonna die or whatever. And you know their AI generated bullcrap is not gonna save them. You know, it like I said, it's just a big old sort of like it's just a big old uphill, you know? Like right now we're just keep going uphill in this big old wall here of BS that eventually we're just going to go too far and it's just going to it's just going to squish, just land right on top of it. And it's all going to go away, but it's going to involve a lot of like, you know, all of the people rallying together. I mean, why do you think that the biggest game that they're playing right now with politics is making sure that half of the country hates each other? Everything in the US politics right now, involving our presidents, our governors, and our elections, has always been about us versus them, red versus blue, Democrats versus Republicans, conservatives versus liberals. They're they're shoving these labels and telling us who to hate more than anything. Because keep in mind, in terms of politics in the US and in terms of who is president, we're both on the same page. We both want to live in a great country with great things. But all the things of like the politicians for the most part and the like labeling that a lot of people have, they usually try to make two teams out of it and they make the two teams fight each other when in the end they're both fighting for the same thing to make this country great, you know? But no, now we have half of the people who are angry at the other half, you know? Cody the Punisher says right versus wrong. Wrong! It's the right versus the right. It's literally nobody's wrong. You know? It's just that people are learning to hate other people. Like we're literally being taught to hate each other, to fight each other. No, it's not right versus wrong or you know, them versus us. It's literally just us together, working together. We need to work together. And the moment we work together is the moment all of this BS goes down. We have to, like, the only way for us to win is for us to work together because we are not the enemy. And so much of our politics make us believe that. I mean, hell, people get mad if you play the same video game on a different console. People are like so proud of like, oh, I'm an Xbox player or I'm a Pokemon fan and I will never touch Digimon or I will never play on PlayStation because I hate them. And for what? They didn't do anything bad. Why would you hate PlayStation players just because you have an Xbox? Why would you hate Digimon players just because you play Pokemon? You could very easily play Pokemon and Digimon and have a good time. You could very easily play Xbox and PlayStation and have a good time. You could very easily be on both sides. People don't have to pick and choose. You can just be on both. You could just be on the side that feels right towards you. I mean, sure, we are humans. Sometimes we don't agree. Sometimes we have different beliefs. Sometimes we can argue. And, you know, some people will you know, land on a different agreement. That is fair. As long as you follow your beliefs and you stand by your ground, that's all I care about too. I'll respect your beliefs. You don't have to agree with me, you know? But what I don't want is for you to hate people simply because they disagree. And that is what I fear is what's being taught right now in the world of politics, in the world of social media, in the world of the news, and in the world of like our modern society. Like everything has to be built upon loyalty. And I think loyalty is gross, okay? You don't have to be loyal to anyone except for yourself, you know? Loyalty is just a word that people use to like have people follow you even if you have nothing to follow in return. If you want to follow somebody, you follow people who respect you and will fight for you and will do what's best for you. That's how you get people to have your back, not stupid loyalty. Okay. It's kind of funny because, you know, loyalty is, you know, one of the elements of harmony, specifically Rainbow Dash's element of harmony. But loyalty in My Little Pony is earned. You notice that Rainbow Dash is loyal to the Wonderbolts, to her friends, to Princess Celestia, because they've always had her back. She never spread blind loyalty to somebody else, you know? And that's why, you know, like the best example, Discord being loyal to Tyrek. And when he betrayed Fluttershy because Tyrek was promising him power, like, and it ended up backfiring, that's a toxic use of loyalty. And see, and that's how you know that that was the bad case of loyalty, you know, because Tyrek never had Discord's back. And what happened? Discord got screwed over and he ended up hurting Fluttershy, You know, everybody hated that scene. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing people need to understand is that loyalty can be great, but it's also not great if people exploit it out of you. Oh my goodness. And yeah, in all honesty, the way people sometimes use loyalty is so gross. You know, like why would I need to be loyal to a video game franchise or a game console or a political party? If I listen to a politician and they have good ideas for the future, for my house, for my life, I will follow them no matter who they are, you know? Like I can easily, vote for whoever will make this, make my life better, will bring down prices of food, will bring down the prices of things like bowling so I could go bowling more often. I would do that. Nothing's stopping me. The problem is that all of the politicians, I feel like they just blame the other side as to why everything's so expensive. This is why I hate, freaking right now modernism. Everything's all about blaming the other person and trying to not take responsibility. And I really hate that. Anyways, let me do a speed run on all of these comments, shall we? I like the slangs from the 80s, like bodacious, radically, gnarly, cowabunga, and all. I'd say radically too much for a 90s baby. I like to say Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger from the 80s. A scary future is just up ahead. I wish spending more money on fast food was like 80 cents or something like that. By the time people actually wake up, it's going to be late. I'm going to be dead in 2030, so I won't get to see what happens. Here's a law in the talking on the phone while you're not walking outside. It's a regime for no phones in classrooms in school. Right versus wrong, peace versus war. Fear is what drives hate. And because we live in a very unknown times and fears all the time, politics are taking over that cash cow into the bank. I like how both DC and Marvel still at the same time. I love Digimon and Pokemon at the same time. Watch Pony, what do you think about politicians and TV media not liking video games, making fun of them, still thinking that esports is not real sports? All of us were taught in school to obey and don't question keep your thoughts and opinions to yourself and just don't do that without any questions. You already fan WP, same scar with the hyenas. I'm anti-political because I dislike negative stuff, but I still want what's right. Watch Pony, do you think about being Leota for someone who's been friends with your family for family and friends, but not to you is toxic, terrible company, having no subjects that you could share? Hey guys, how's everyone? Hi, DJ Hazardous. We're just talking about, people and how sometimes people are stupid. Anyways, what do you think about being loyal? Who's being loyal to someone who's friends with your family and friends, but not to you, but to you is toxic? Okay, so if you have a friend who's friends with your family and friends, but is only toxic towards you, I don't think that's a good person. Like, honestly, you probably should try to bring it up to your friends if in a, not in an accusatory way, but like in a way that would kind of like drive up conversation. So that way people would be able to like, maybe talk about it a little later down the line. That's usually the best way to do that. DJ Hazardous, long time. How you been? Watch Pony, loyal. Yes, I am loyal. Well, at least I'm, kind of loyal to you guys. I don't upload as much, and I'm sorry for that, but I do try my best to keep making content for you guys. Not out of loyalty, but out of love. Because, I love you guys, my audience. I love you. I love y'all. So I have something better than loyalty. I have love. I say that while Rainbow Dash is behind my chair. What do I think about the politicians and the TV media still not liking video games? I think that by this point, they're just never going to accept it because let's face it, video games are, esports is very much a thing, a very big thing, and people love it very much. You are appreciated, WP. Thank you, Dungeon Wolves. And yeah, like if they don't want to, say that out loud, then I guess they're never gonna. But hey, again, I don't need it. I don't need the media or the TV or the politicians to say that it's real in order for me to believe that it's real. I know for a fact that video games and esports are very real, and that's all I need to know, really. You are appreciated. Watch Pony, what do you think about the politician? Oh, right. I already answered that. Okay, perfect. Let's see. What else did I miss? I'm a Rainbow Dash player. Yeah, I am a fan of Rainbow Dash. Crimson, about time. I was literally about to end the stream. I'm 1 hour and 30 minutes in. Like, I'm literally about to end the stream right now because I have to go to work. Emo Watch Pony was better. What, you don't like my haircut? Like, look at this haircut. I look like Midas. I look like Midas right now. What do you think? Emo Watch Pony was better. Well, I need to change something about it. Adults, yeah, it has been. I'm not great. Oh no, DJ Hazardous. I hope everything's going better soon. I hope everything goes better. Moony Moon says, sorry, we just got home. It's alright. Moon, what do you think about the haircut? Let me swap over. See you next time. Don't worry, we're not ending it just yet. I mean, I'll probably stream for like 10 more minutes just because, you know, my friends are here now. But yeah, what do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down on the new haircut? Actually, the gel kind of wore off, so now it's kind of like swooping back a little bit. I want to bring that back up. Get in there. Yeah, there we go. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I could probably do something like that. An undercut. Get that little hair in there. There we go. Yeah, what do you think? Do I look like Midas? Do you see all my scars from my chicken pox? Yeah, for those of you who are not in the loop, I had chicken pox recently, and now my freaking face is covered in spots. And I'm afraid they're permanent. Oh. Wait, I thought you was off. No, I'm working tonight at the theater. Yeah, sadly. Hey, he a beautiful Midas. Why, thank you, Moon. Thank you. Watch Pony. People do classic sports, still don't like esports because gamers sit on a chair in front of a screen, do nothing, and learn nothing. Teddy, we agreed. We all agreed that video games are a real sport, and we don't care what ESPN says. Besides, ESPN does have an esports like section now. It's been accepted by ESPN as an actual sport, so that's already good. Anyways, we just got home. Teddy says cool. I love the Viking, but messing with the ponytail. Wait, what? What Viking? What ponytail? Are you still talking to... Oh, maybe you're talking about my hair. No, I never once had a Viking or a ponytail for a hairstyle. I mean, my hair was never long enough for a ponytail, so I don't know what you're talking about there. And also, for the record, guys, they didn't have the Baja Blast pie, so I'm just eating these churro twists. Sad, because they're not even real churros. You have the Viking style, but you're missing your ponytail? This is not Viking. It's called an undercut. So you're saying that I just need to grow the ponytail part? Nah. Like, that's where I hate the hair the most. I hate the hair in the back the most. I want to keep a clean back. So that way when people say, turn around, I could turn around without having hair back there. This is the perfect time to sing the best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. Yeah, I am wearing a striped sweater. The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. One with the collar, turtleneck, that's the kind. 'Cause when you're wearing that one special sweater. What's the plan for tomorrow? I don't even know. I have to work tomorrow to eat, play, make friends. I actually like that slogan. Sorry for missing your question earlier. What do you think of the quote, eat, play, make friends? Well, that's kind of what I do. I eat, you know, eating. I also play, you know, on Twitch, and I make friends, you know, because, hey, hello, my name's Rigo. What's your name? Sadly, not in the best mental or emotional mood for now, so I don't want to ruin everyone's vibe, so I'll keep it at that. Well, DJ Hazardous, I hope that whatever you're going through mentally or physically or in the world or in your head, I hope that things get better for you. And I'm sure they will. You know, life does have an act for giving us, ruts and, some sour spots. But I also noticed that life usually makes those sour spots end eventually. So, I hope that soon you'll be able to have things be better and things will be, things will make you feel a little bit better. And I hope you feel better too, buddy. Hang in there, buddy. You got this. All right. I sang along. Moon, you're going to miss the Dead by Daylight stream with Moon. Wait, you're going to play Dead by Daylight? Oh, wait, that's tomorrow. No, I am going to miss it. Aw, damn it. Oh, well. Yeah, look, Dungeon Wolves is also going to give you some support. Sorry about that, DJ. I hope things get better for you then. Poor Moon, she's going to stream without her bestie. No. Demon spanned a bunch of emotes. Dungeon Wolves. For those who don't overcome their personal demons, come out stronger and wiser in the end. Things will work out. Those who overcome their personal demons. Well, actually, when it comes to personal demons, I really like this phrase. A wise man once said, "If you can sit down and have a cup of tea with your personal demons, that is the day that you know you've truly won. That's the day you've conquered your demons. Truly, you've truly conquered your demons. The day that you could sit down with your demons and have a cup of tea with them." And I agree, I mean, obviously, I'm much more of a lover, not a fighter, a pacifist. But your inner demons are there for a purpose. A lot of them do hate you and hate your guts, but that's because a lot of what those demons say, for me personally, my inner demons have always criticized me, told me I'm the worst human being and hated everything that I did and would absolutely just punch me down when I do a mistake. When my inner demons would always get down like that towards me, that would just incentivize me to take care of myself and be like, okay, I need to relax. Come on, I need to give myself a nice little blanket, make myself a little hot chocolate. I need to, make myself feel a little bit better. I need a little bit of soothingness. I need to take a little bit of break to break the stress and just relax and try to just ease out of it. Breathe. That's the job of the inner demon. The inner demon is to make sure that we don't overwhelm ourselves and be like, hey, stop it before I make your head explode. Kind of like that. And that's when I've learned, yes, I need to sit down with my inner demons and be like, so tell me, Mr. Demon, why do you tell me these things? And how can I fix it? And then it just fills me up with so much drive and motivation to get myself out of that rut and just make myself a better person. Like I said, that's my personal experience. I'm not going to say it's the same for anybody else's experience, but just remember, you are stronger than your personal demons. And yes, once you have a cup of tea with your personal demons, that's how you know you've won. Anyways, Dungeon Wolf says, my personal demons are conquered, and I've come to terms with my upcoming death and things that drowned me in the past. Wow. You've conquered your demons. That's good to hear. Grandpa, sing us a song. Grandma, want an orange juice. I'll be everyone's personal demons. They'll never overcome me. Watch Bunny, what do you think about games that have been used for making connections? Here's one bad thing. Video games, lots of reactions to Drino about, but none to drink with. You know that? No, what the hell is that? Video games, lots of reasons to Drino about, but none to drink with? I mean, there's a lot of great games that do have connections, like the game slop games, Peak, Repo, freaking Content Warning, Lethal Company. Those games are fun. Watch Bunny, have you noticed that Japanese drink tea with demons, gods, and spirits in other nations have been scared trying to banish or pray them just to notice? No, I haven't really noticed that, really. I mean, like, the only thing I know is, American history, in which the Boston Tea Party is where they threw a bunch of tea over the water because they didn't want to deal with tax BS. I am my personal demon. Dungeon Wolf says, thanks, Dungeons. I really am holding on to that hope. Thanks, man. Moony Moon says, all right, time to kill my personal demon since it's crimson. So many of my problems go away. Oh, man. DJ Hazardous, no problem, man. Hold on to that hope and watch some MLP to reorganize your thoughts. I find that watching the show helps me and fills me up with love and hope. That's true, too. Good old episode of My Little Pony always helps me get my mood a little bit better. Oh, what's that? About games. Lots of reasons to drink about, but no one to drink with. Oh. Well. Then I hope you find somebody to drink with too. But drink responsibly, because alcohol is also not a solution. No problem. We all got you. Yeah. All right. Well, any last questions? What time you want to leave for work? Probably like in about 30 minutes. So I guess I got 30 minutes to stream. Above my head, like Jesus said, I'm gonna dance, dance, dance with my hands above my head, and I don't. Well, 50 G's whiskey. Oh man, I am not a whiskey person. I'm actually not even an alcohol person. You want to know what's my beverage of choice? Here we go. I have this safely in my repertoire, in my collection. This is a 2005 Coca-Cola from Mexico. As you can see here, the labels are all in Spanish. Mexico famously has their food categorized so so people could know how unhealthy it is. And the cap is also Hecho in Mexico, right there on the lid. You could see that. And that's like the newer ones that they've been doing this with. So, this is a Coke from Mexico, but not in one of those glass bottles. This is like an actual one. And I got this when I went to Mexico last. And while I was in Lancaster waiting for the train, I got into a candy store and I found this delectable little number called Cookie Dough Soda. Cookie Dough Bites, specifically. Chocolate chip cookie dough bites soda, the original. So it's chocolate covered cookie dough, the candy, turned into a soda, which I find quite interesting as well. And this one I'm probably gonna, save for a special occasion, Let's see. Demon Godslayer, it's too late, Watch Pony drinks with me on stream every day. Well, that's usually what I drink. I usually drink, Baja Blast and things like that while I stream. 30 minutes to use for you. Thank you. Watch Pony, God versus Cthulhu, what do you think? And by God, I don't mean Jesus, but his dad, actually. Well, obviously God, because God created Cthulhu. God created everything. What can I say? I'm Catholic. I'm biased. Besides, I hate to break it to you, but Cthulhu's not real. If it was Cthulhu versus the giant spaghetti monster in the sky, maybe. What are other fictional gods? If it was Cthulhu versus Thor or Zeus, maybe. But honestly, I feel like Cthulhu would beat Zeus. Because all Zeus is good at is, like, making babies with weird women. Hades. I feel like Hades and Cthulhu could have a really good fight. I want spicy chips from Mexico. Oh, well, Moony Moon, you'll be happy to know that I actually pulled through on that. La, da, la, 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 da, 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 da. It's not a lot, but I managed to sneak these in. Flamin' Hot Cheetos Extra Hot with more product as well. So these are the extra hot versions. Ya no puede caminar porque la ciele, porque le falta. Cookie dough soda. Why does it remind me of the Trix rabbit? I don't know. I feel like that's another different. Those are two separate things. What do you think about Cthulhu versus Kratos from God of War? Ooh, that's a good one. Probably Kratos then, because Kratos is one tough dude. What do you think about two religious snake hands? What the hell is that? Two religious snake hands? Yes, that's why he my bestie, 1000%. Hell yeah, Moon. Like I said, I got you. I got your back. Kratos wins automatically. Dude's a god slayer. Yep, that's true. That's true. Ooh, actually, there's a really scary video I saw of Cthulhu versus the Bloop that was that was like animated by like, what was it, Lights Out or something like that. Cthulhu versus the Bloop. Yeah, here we go. That's the one. Oh my gosh, this video is terrifying. Like, let me show you. I mean, the two religions actually shake hands. Oh, what if who shakes hands? I'm also gonna mute it because I don't want, actually, should I pause it? Or not pause it, should I take the color, I think? Yeah, maybe I'll take the color, just in case. Just in case. Display, yes, that's the one. Cancel. Filter. Edit filter. Huh, weird, it's not there. Color correction. Let's just decrease it a little bit, like 50% saturation. There we go. All right, so now it's just not as colorful, but it still has some color in it. All right, anyways, the two religions actually shake hands, Catholic versus Christian. Well, honestly, I feel like they're both kind of the same. Oh my gosh, Cthulhu, you broke the boat. You broke the boat. Oh no, the boat's sinking. Where's Cthulhu? Holy crap. Could you imagine how terrifying that would be to be in the ocean and then you suddenly see Cthulhu? There goes the boat underwater. Where's Cthulhu's body? Where's Cthulhu's body? I don't know. Swim back up. Where's Cthulhu's head? I want to see Cthulhu's head. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's Cthulhu! No! Oh no, we're so screwed. We are so screwed. Look at how, oh my gosh. Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. Mr. Friend is a very terrifying. Oh my gosh, what's that? The Bloop! Oh my gosh. Holy crap. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, yes, good. Land on the... Well, you're dead, because, like, there's no land around you. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now? This reminds me of the Kraken. The Blue... Oh no, it's Cthulhu again. Cthulhu survived. Oh my gosh. Oh no, now he's pissed. What, Cthulhu, why? Why do you want to eat something so small? Oh no. Oh no, what's going... Wait, oh no. The Bloop. It's the Bloop. Oh no. Now the Kraken's like, aw shit. Oh my gosh. And for the record, guys, Dungeon Wolf says so many of these Facebook videos are saturated with AI content. I just want to confirm, Mr. Friend here, that watermark you see there, is a real animator. Like, he animated this. So he's a human-made content creator. Oh my gosh, the bloop. That is so terrifying. Dude, the bloop is like honestly like one of the most terrifying creatures in the world of fantasy, like ocean monsters. Well, we're dead. Oh well. But yeah, no, like these freaking thalassophobia videos are so terrifying. Like I don't know why. It's just always so scary. Anyways, I mean, the two religions shake hands. Okay, so yes, I believe they can shake hands. I mean, like, what's the difference between Catholic and Christian? They both believe in Jesus. They both believe that God is Jesus's dad, and they both believe that Jesus died for our sins. Like, that's already reason enough to be friends, you know? Dungeon Wolf says, some mountains ago, I think I've seen videos like those on Facebook. Personally, I don't really get the difference between Catholic and Christians. I thought they relatively believed in the same thing. Reminds me of the Kraken. So many of these Facebook videos are covered with AI. This guy's POV is dying in every video. So not AI, unique people that still have personalities and animate their own videos. Yeah, that's why Mr. Friends is still pretty good. Mr. Friend is actually pretty famously known for his one series that's super popular, and it's the one with the moon having a face. Like it's this one. The moon wakes up. Oh, that's right. You can't see it because I didn't put the thing. But yeah, look, if you go to Mr. Friend right here, this is his YouTube channel. And yes, his most famous videos are him animating this story of the moon waking up. And yeah, like this is probably like the one here. But look, see, it's like astronauts are like in space. And all of his videos are always with, you know, shaky camera sort of thing. The astronauts, look, that's me. Yes, Moony Moon. Yes, Moony Moon, it's you. But look, it gets really creepy really fast. Look, there's the moon. Like the moon with the face like Zelda. Yeah, but for some reason, this one is creepier. Even though I agree the moon face in Zelda. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so creepy. What the hell is he doing? And he has teeth too? Oh no. He's moving. He's moving by itself. Watch Bunny, have you noticed that AI thinks that humans are liquid shapeshifters that manipulate reality? Yeah, but AI is also stupid, so I don't care. Oh my gosh. It's heading toward Earth like it's eating a little snack. Oh no. Oh wait, no. We're gonna die here too. Oh no. The astronaut's ship is breaking. Oh no. Oh. Okay, well, I guess me, the astronaut, is dead. Oh no, the moon. No, the moon. Okay, cut to a satellite camera. And the satellite camera can somehow tilt like it was a human. Here comes the moon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, moon. You're not supposed to take a bite out of the Earth. That's not gonna work. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, the shockwave. Like, see, the attention to detail. Like, I like that. I mean, I know it's scientifically impossible for this to happen. Wait, why is there another? That's not the moon. That's Jupiter. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Oh no, they're all faces. They all have faces. Oh no. Oh, but yeah, like that's his most famous video. And now it's like gone to like part 1, part 2, part 3. Like you see here, like it started out with just like I said, the thalassophobia videos, you know, like giant shark, Cthulhu, and you know, like this one of a giant snake monster comes out of the water, you know, things like that. But yeah, when he went viral with the moon waking up video, like 32 million views. Like that's a lot. Then he started making more. Episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 1 through 4, episode 5, Secret Tapes, episode 6, episode 7, or that's a preview, episode 7, episode 5 through 7, episode 8, episode 9 preview, and episode 9, which just came out 2 weeks ago. So yeah, nah, this guy, he's a real person animating, like without AI. Crazy, right? But no, the crazy part is that his stuff looks AI. Like, am I crazy to think that? There's this one scene that I actually really like here. Obviously, I'm bouncing around, so if you want to know the lore behind it, you have to watch like the entire series. But there was a really cool scene here where it's like, yeah, right here. Like, those are like weird creatures. But look, like, look at this. This is Jupiter. Look at Jupiter. Jupiter's like, ah, ha, ha, I have a face too. And then, holy crap, there's a giant hand that takes Jupiter. Like, what the hell? And then look, and then his face is like, wait, what? Also, AI is still unable to pronounce words. Yes. And again, AI is just stupid. So I don't care. The day AI does say things correctly, then I'll care because I'll be scared as hell, being like, uh-oh, we're in trouble now. But yeah, that's what that reminded me of when we were talking about Cthulhu versus, other gods. I was like, Cthulhu, he may be big and giant and, the whole concept of him is nothing but hype, but versus the bloop, like there's bigger things than Cthulhu. I'm pretty sure Cthulhu could die from a lot of things, and I'm pretty sure Kratos could handle Cthulhu. Good for him. He does good work. Watch Pony, I've seen videos of creepy fave under eaters and slippery floor creepy statues. Ooh, yeah, those are like liminal story-esque things. Like those are also terrifying, weirdly enough. Ah, crap. I better get going. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I'll see you all next time. This was like the longest stream I've done. This is 2 hours. This is a 2-hour lunch. But I'm glad that you guys were here. So, no Sunday stream. I'm going to be streaming Sunday for a little bit with Amber, who is going to be on Twitch. So hopefully I'll see you guys on Twitch tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to have a busy week. So sadly, no top 10 this week. Sorry, guys. But I'm working on something nice. So hopefully that'll come out soon. Some new shorts are coming out too. So hopefully I'll see you then. And until then, there's nothing else to do but to say our goodbyes. Later, Teddy. Later, Dungeon Wolves. Later, Moony Moon. Later, DJ Hazardous. Later, I think that's everybody who's live chatting. Later, Crimson. Later, yeah, DJ Hazardous. Later, everybody else. All right, thank you so much for watching, everybody. And as always, stream never bothered me anyways. Wait, what's this? This AI is still newborn. We also know this AI is from what we've seen in fiction in previous 2 decades and the AI reality that we know now. Again, I don't care about AI. AI can take an egg and suck it because AI deserves to die in a ditch. I don't like AI and I'll never like AI. So AI can go suck an egg. Okay, anyways. Bye, everybody. And until next time, and remember, stream never bothered me anyways. Bye-bye. My microphone is off. My microphone is off. No, it's not just kidding. I'm just wondering who's still here. If anybody's still here, type macaroni and cheese in the chat. I'm just curious to see who's still here, even though it clearly says the stream is ending. Ha! I knew it. Dungeon Wolves, you're still here. uh, well, you can leave. The stream's over. Bye. Till next time. Also, I'll try to squeeze in some time to play some Pokemon. Your mic is still on? Sounds good, man. Take care. Dang, Dungeon Wolves, you're like the only one still here. Congratulations. But no, for real, the stream is ending. Go away. Till next time. Bye.